open up your web browser. In my case, I have Firefox. If you're on the PC, you might have Internet Explorer. And then under the File menu, select Open File, and browse to the location on the machine that you're working where you've saved your file. And there's our file, index.htm. I'll select that file and click Open. And, as I expected, all of the words appear on the same line. Let's understand why that is. I'll size down my web browser so that I can stagger the two windows, TextEdit and my web browser side by side, so I can observe the code and the way that code is interpreted by the web browser. Looking at the code, I can see that there is no instruction after the word flavors to tell the web browser to drop down to the next line before displaying the word chocolate. One way that I could get an instruction into this page would be to use the break tag. The syntax for the break tag in XHTML is open caret, BR for break, space, / close caret. And I will continue to add breaks to this formatting because I want to have a new line appear after each word. I'll add a BR space / close caret after the word chocolate. And to make sure that everything is working, I'll go File and Save to save my file. Switch over to my web browser. Locate the Reload Current Page button in Firefox or Refresh on the PC in Internet Explorer. Hit that button and observe that the two breaks that I added after the word flavors and the word chocolate are doing their job in the web browser. So I'll continue to add breaks after each of these words. Now I might want to make things easy on myself, because as I start to type, if I'm going to add a break after each line, this could be a long document, I might start to make a mistake. To reduce the chances of me making a mistake, I'm going to select, using my mouse, my properly formatted break tag, and under the Edit menu, I'm going to copy that into memory. I'll then position my mouse after the word vanilla, and under the Edit menu, I'll select Paste. Or on the Mac, Command V, on the PC, Control V. To put a break tag after the word vanilla. And on my keyboard, I'll hit Command V, again on the PC, Control V, to add break tags after each of these lines. Again, I'll just type that in, BR / close caret. File and save. Switch over to my browser, refresh, and observe the page to be displayed the way I intended it to be based on the HTML code that I had written. As I look at this HTML code, it's starting to look a little bit messy to me. So I'm going to put my mouse before each of these words and hit the Tab key on my keyboard. I'm doing that for each of these lines. I'm going to use the arrow keys on my keyboard to get my cursor in the proper place to tab each of these lines in. I'm doing that so that it's easier on my eye to see that these lines are nested, meaning they're contained within the body element. Just by tabbing those in, I can easily identify at a glance that these lines belong to this element. Later on, as you build up a page that's more complex, nesting is going to assist you tremendously in analyzing your code as we build more and more complex pages. Having changed the presentation of my HTML within my HTML document does not necessarily affect the way that the page is displayed. You've seen that we just added tabs before these words. But if you save this file and reload the page in your web browser, notice that the words don't move. The web browser is interpreting your lines of HTML as they are read, ignoring the space around the text and the HTML markup that you add around that text. And now I'm ready to continue working on building my web page.